tam mirabling shin yende pandi sangye shingdu mikte uwargi dokum namdak shingla duparsho yidam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami sangye charan soki chuknam la jangchu bartu dakni kyapsuchi daki chenyen gipe sunam drola pinchir sangye druparsho sangye charan soki chuknam la jangchu bartu dakni kyapsuchi daki chenyen gipe sunam ki drola pinchir sangye druparsho sangye charan soki chuknam la Jangchu pardu dakni kyapsuchi daki jenyen gipe sunam ki drola penchir sangye du parsho. Well, thanks for being here. And Tim, may I please record?
You should still have it.
I had to restart.
Now you have it again.
Thank you. Okay. So share screen. So welcome to the quiz for class 5 of this text. And if you remember what K-J is talking about still is about teaching emptiness to those who are, teaching emptiness to those who are not a proper vessel. Okay, so K-J at this point gives us a proof related to the relationship between understanding morality and understanding emptiness that we can use to determine whether a person is a suitable vessel or not for receiving emptiness teachings, even though we can't see into their heart. Like, how do we know that they really have prepared the seeds for being taught emptiness and seeing emptiness? So please state the name of that proof in Tibetan. It has to do with smoke and fire.
Oh. In Sanskrit, it's Lakshana.
Yeah.
That's very nice. What is it in Tibetan?
Dretak yang dak.
Dretak, yes.
Dretak. Oh.
Now, how is the proof used in this case?
The attitude
If you
on
have.
morality is the smoke.
Let's see.
Karma and morality, it's a smoke.
So let's take a person who says practicing morality is either not necessary or just for baby practitioners. They have a completely backwards understanding of emptiness because they say either practicing morality is not necessary or practicing morality is just for those who are new to practicing the path. So if you hold bodhisattva vows and teach the profound to someone who holds views such as that, what happens to your vows?
Yeah. All of that? All of those?
It depends if you have the 4 chains present.
Yep. What happens if you do have all 4 chains present?
It becomes a pampa.
And what does that mean?
It smashes your vows and you'd have to retake them.
All right, smashes your vows. And what happens if you don't have all 4 chains complete?
If you have 2 or 3.
No, that's the next question. But
okay.
just in general, what happens if you don't have all 4 complete?
It hurts your vows, but it doesn't smash them. You have
Right,
to
it
confess.
damages them. Right. So now, what are the 4 conditions? And they are in a specific order.
Saya to commit again, to commit more of the wrong deed.
You want to do that again.
No shame or consideration.
Yeah, you don't
I
care
don't
what other
care.
people think about you and what you
Do
do.
you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I don't think you did something wrong.
And you
Yeah, we don't
see
see
it.
that what we've done is a problem. Now, what do big chain, medium chain, and small chain mean?
Hey, this was
Big chain means all present, all the four.
Or no, it's more than one.
The
big chain's all four, right?
All four.
Yeah, all four. Oh, you actually, the way they put it is the fourth chain as well as the first three.
Don't see a
Right,
problem.
right.
Yeah,
Medium
that's
is
the fourth chain.
fourth. Medium is the fourth with either one or two of the other three.
Yeah.
And it
Small
can be
means-
just the fourth alone.
Oh yeah. And then small means either one or two or three.
Any one
Just one.
of the first
be, right?
one, two, or three. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
great. So here comes our vocabulary. If you could give me the English correspondence with Rang Tengne.
On yourself, relying on yourself.
Yeah, relative to yourself. Yeah. Ni kak yang.
Also both?
Both. Yeah.
Oh.
Kuntri tsang.
Completely enthralled or captured,
Fully-
ensnared.
Wrapped in chains. Yeah. So thank you very much. I'll see-
Whoa.
Next quiz will be
Whoa.
next term.
Daft Punk broke up.
Wow. All right, nice homework. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here
All
we
comes
go.
from you.
Let's go have a Dharma party. I have an important message for you guys. Wait,
Yeah.
okay. From Veronica.
Daffodils from the yard?
Yes,
Wow.
it means spring is here. Okay,
Oh.
it's just a little early. Yay, first flowers. All right, here we go.
Put them in water quick.
We did. Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right, here we go. I promised you a cute little summary of the 4 chains, which is my favorite version of them. It's easy to remember, okay?
Okay.
And it's by Pabonko Rinpoche. And here it is. Please read, and Gibson's gonna check.
Yay. Nye nikita. Chundu malokang. Gagu. Ngotsa trelme kun tri shi. Sangu chu drukmi gu lok tatang. Semdor ni che satung jo ge sung.
Yeah, good. This is like a Tundu practice. Neme mi ta chunu mano dan gangang otsa teme kundi chi sanga chudu miga lo dan dan semdo ni che satung jo ge sung. Okay, so if you want to know the 4 and you want to memorize them, this is an easy way. Okay, what's nye mixu mitawa? What's that mean? Utpala. You don't. You don't see it as.
Oh, they have a different order.
Yeah, it's a different
Okay.
order. That's interesting, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
different
okay.
order. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see it as wrong.
Yeah,
So
you
they've
don't
got-
see it as a problem.
So they've got the
And
strongest one first.
Yeah, and you don't stop your chundu about it.
You don't stop doing it.
Your
Your
desire.
belief that you should be doing it. Your desire
Yeah.
to do it.
And by the way, the next one has a strong prenasal. Normally, traditionally in the monastery, gangu,
Dangu.
gangu.
Dangu.
You do it with great gawa and gua.
Great bliss, joy,
You
happiness.
enjoy doing this bad deed. Okay, it's fun for you, and you don't have ngotsa or chelya.
You don't have shame or consideration.
Yeah, these are the kuntishi.
These are the 4 kuntrishi, the 4 Country, I just had it on my quiz. Why don't I remember it?
The fourth
chains.
chain.
The four
Uh,
chains
Now,
in which
among
you
all
are
the
wrapped.
yeah, among all the root bodhisattva vows, there are chuduk, where these four have to be sung to destroy the vow.
Yeah, there are 16 that
Yeah.
have to be, where all four of these have to be complete.
Yeah,
to
all
break
four
them,
conditions have to be there to smash the vow.
to
Pamba.
smash
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Then there's two which me good. They don't need these four.
Yeah.
Okay, what are they? Lokta and Chanchu Kisem Dorwa.
Yeah. Wrong view and giving up bodhicitta.
Right. And with those two added to those 16, we have the 18 root vows. So that's Pabonka's summary of the 18 root vows. Yay. Okay, who's checking you? Seiji, come on. I know you're taking a break.
All right.
Thế là thông pani chinchima lokpar shepatene thani suma lungwe hongwe go gopa namda gowa namda ke kyang ngotsarwa kepe drangpe chima trupatang bapuyo
Yep.
bapuyo wa yowa so kangyang mena da tha sabmoy nutu ngepa mayen kyang lama dampe ngaki ka le minda na tongi tokpe riknu mangpos sartu njok dunjokpe nedurungo.
Good. This paragraph is not what it seems. Okay, here we go. Tela tobani. If you hear tepa, a shepa of tombani, which is
wrong.
Chinjimalopa,
Which is completely
Chinjimalopa.
wrong.
No, Malopa.
Oh, which is completely correct.
Yeah, which is not mistaken at all. And then you get a koa where you don't fall into either ta.
Oh, to either thinking that nothing exists or thinking that everything is self-existing.
Exists the way it seems. Yeah. If you don't fall into either of those two extremes, which means your koa is namdak. Your understanding is nambadakpa.
Is correct.
Yeah, it's pure. Okay. Shekyang. Okay, you get that. And then you feel ngotsa. Ema.
Oh, then you feel
Amazing.
extraordinary, marvelous,
Wow.
wonderful.
Okay. And that feeling of ngotsar changbas chimas from your eyes.
It elicits tears from your eyes.
Good, nice. And your eyes are trembling, trupa, with tears.
Right,
Okay.
trembling.
And your babus come up.
My hair stand on end?
Yeah, your hair stand on end. Babu yoa means your hair stand on end, etc. Okay, now so far, he's describing a nu. What's a nu? Nu or nu pa chen, nu chen,
A
nun
vessel.
Oh,
A
mhm,
vessel.
proper vessel.
He's describing a person who has lots of seeds from their past life for hearing about emptiness, and they are unnatural. Okay, therefore they are unnatural for responding to emptiness teachings. Now, kayamena.
Oh, if there's anybody without that.
Yeah, good. What if you ain't got any of that? Kayamena means, but what if you don't start crying in emptiness teachings? And what if you don't feel amazed? What if you just feel confused? Then, so it's a very beautiful paragraph by Kedubje. What about those of us who are not natural? What about those of us who don't have this strong reaction to emptiness? We just feel confused or challenged by it. What can we do? Well, Padma ne mayan.
Well, it's not necessarily
No, you are Numayan.
Oh, you're not a proper vessel. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not a natural. Let's face it. Okay. Ngepa Mayan. It's not sure. Okay.
Oh, it's
it's-
not certain. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. We can't say with certainty that you are a vessel from your past life. Okay. Let's admit it. Okay. We cannot say for sure that you are a vessel for the profound teachings from your past life. Okay. A tata means, you're not the kind of vessel we've been describing now. Okay. All right. But, okay, what's he going to say? What's Katie? He's going to say, but there's still,
There's still hope.
yeah, there's still hope for you. Don't get upset. Okay. If you don't break out into tears when you hear emptiness and you just feel a little bit uncomfortable, okay, there's still hope for you. And then he gives a useful list of suggestions of what you can do to wake up your capacity, okay? And it's a very, very beautiful scripture. He says, okay, look, we're not all people who are going to start crying, but you can do things, you can try to wake up that. First of all, you have to find a Lama Damba.
You have to find a pure Lama.
And don't da from their ka.
Don't die from
This is
their
the young
words.
This is the dawa in Young and Nedepa.
Oh, don't disobey or violate what they say.
Good, yeah. Don't go beyond what they instruct you to
beyond.
do. Don't break what they instruct you to do, okay? Ngakika, from their verbal instructions, okay? All right. And you will definitely, if you don't break that lama's instructions, well, you're going to be nunuru.
Well, then you're going to be an appropriate vessel.
Yeah, you're gonna be a vessel. Why? Because you're gonna put many sarpa nupas for tongnitopa in you.
Oh, you're going to plant many. It's not plant.
Yeah, you're gonna plant nupa.
Oh, fresh.
Yeah, fresh. Okay.
Abilities, right?
Oh,
Yeah, good. And by the way, this rig is the Rangshen Nerig. Okay, what's that mean? Rangshen Nerig.
Understand on your own.
It's
Tathagata Garba.
Oh, Buddha nature.
Yeah. Okay, this rig means, look, you're gonna plant many subtle potentials for perceiving emptiness in your heart. Okay, if you don't da the ngak of your lama.
you don't diss the words of your perfect
Yeah,
Lama.
just relax, do what your lama tells you, and you're gonna plant all these seeds for you to become a vessel. Which then these seeds are going to help you see emptiness directly. So just calm down. If you're not crying at an emptiness teaching, calm down, follow what your teacher tells you. And by doing that, you're going to plant all these seeds to become a nun. Okay, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay. Then he proves it with a scriptural quotation. Here we go.
Deyang shi
Who's checking is Gibson, okay?
Deyang shi gyape delpale rangshin tongpani ki tam la geparna dete tang tunpe kienye par nye war drupe gone jitar tongpani la tangwa pel pelwar yerwa detar jat shing ningje chewatang Chomdende Daishin Shekpala Jepa So Shing. Dakni.
Nice pronunciation. Sensitive pronunciation. Good. By the way, I split it.
You did. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry. It was too long.
Redo the numbers again.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's like what to do.
Yeah. Now, I'm proud of DCI level 7 because I think there was a need for a practical manual of how to plant seeds to see emptiness. Okay, there are practical steps that a normal person can do to see emptiness. And K.J here has done the same thing. Okay, he has made a list of things that everybody can do to make you more available to see emptiness. Okay, and I love it. I think it's very beautiful. So, and he's quoting Shigyapa.
The 400 verses.
And he's quoting a commentary to the 400 verses by Chandakirti. Okay,
Cool.
so it's pretty good commentator. Okay, all right. And here's Chandakirti's commentary to Aryadeva's 400 verses. And he says, first of all, you should kupa about the thumb about Tombani.
So, you should remove any obstacles too.
What's kupa?
Pay respect.
Respect.
Yeah,
Oh.
you should respect. And this is what he meant when he said, don't diss what your lama told you.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll become a vessel. Don't worry. He's getting it from Chandakirti, who says in his commentary to the 400 verses, keep an attitude of respect for people who are trying to explain emptiness to you. Don't freak out and say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And this all seems like bullshit to me. Don't think like that. Just keep an open mind, okay? And try to collect tunkins.
Try to collect the conditions.
Good. What's the
understand.
most famous use of tunkin that you guys are familiar with? It's in the list of a sangha.
Isn't it for meditating? Like
For going
wanna-
into retreat. It's a list of conditions for going into retreat. Have friends around who are, also good practitioners. Don't eat too much. Get enough rest. Okay. So I love it because K.J is saying, look, there are certain practices you can do to set yourself up to see emptiness. Okay, that's that same concept that, okay, you're not having this reaction to emptiness teachings where you start to cry right away. But look, just settle down. There's a list of things you can do to become a vessel. Okay,
And so this is a paraphrase, not a quote, right? That's why you
Yeah,
said
and
K.J. and not Master Chandakirti.
I'm sorry, this is a direct quotation from Chandakirti. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, K.J. thought it was important. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, you should try to increase your feelings of tangwa for emptiness. Or tepa.
And
I'm sorry,
Admiration.
I'm not finding it.
Yeah, admiration.
Faith,
Yeah,
yeah.
you start to think about how cool is emptiness. Okay, so a skillful teacher, if they see that a student is halfway vessel, they should try to push him over the line into a vessel. And they can do that by describing all the cool stuff that's going to happen to you if you see emptiness directly. And that will create tangwa in the student, okay? A feeling of awe or a feeling of aspiration to emptiness, okay? Another practice that's a tunken for seeing emptiness directly is to feel nyingje chembo for normal people around you.
To feel great compassion for normal
Yeah,
people around you.
and that should be expressed in the service of the needy around you. Like Jigme takes older people to the grocery store and sits in the car for an hour while they buy their groceries and stuff like that. Okay, that's Nyingje Chewa. That's a perfect tunken, conducive condition to push yourself from halfway vessel to full vessel. Okay. Yay. Okay. And try to chepaso. Chepaso means repay what was done. Okay. Chepaso means repay what was done. And it means try to feel gratitude for the teachings of the Buddha and the tradition and the lineage. And okay, Chepa So means repay the kindness. It's a famous member of the list of, how many are there?
7.
Yunde Menga Dun, yeah, okay, yeah. Repay the kindness of the Buddhas here, okay, all right. And I love it, again, he's listing things you can do to get to be an appropriate vessel to see emptiness, okay. All right. Who's next is Tim Yee.
Dakniki tampe chuki.
Excuse me, we're still in the quotation. We're still in the quotation. Okay, by Chandakirti. Okay, go.
Parche ki gyut sen yang sa tempoi gyu yang su pong
Wait,
pongwar ndope
yeah.
yang ngao wa
I think it's Young Awa, but nobody
yang
agrees with me.
ngawa la tempatang chin kawa yang chin patang du wei ngupo shi kyang du war jate dampe chindi mbe. Is that right? Chindimbe?
Dimbep, Chindimbep.
Chindimbe pa tamche ki kewo dampe chuki nutu kyurpala newar tempar jiao she
Good.
sumlatar.
Nice. Okay. Da niki damachiki pachi. Kikiten yang sachimba gyu yang sapawan tepe. Hang on. Da niki damachiki pachi. Kikiten yang sachimba gyu yang sapawan tepe. If you want, and on the other hand, I gave you the list of conducive conditions. But if you also want to remove what obstacles you personally have to becoming a vessel for emptiness, okay? Dagni, your own, Dampe Chuki Parchiki Gitsen, things that are interrupting you or preventing you from reaching this highest Dharma, okay, of seeing emptiness, okay? Which are kind of like Yangsa, means, what is a Yangsa?
A gorge in this case?
Yeah, like a deep, deep canyon where you, Grand Canyon, okay, Yangsa.
To cross the
good.
abyss.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of the conditions in your heart, which are like the Grand Canyon, preventing you from understanding emptiness, okay, which are parche you, blocking you. Now, this is an interesting concept, okay? He says, you know, if you want to go from being a half vessel to a full vessel, listen to your Lama, get teachings on emptiness, be nice to other people, okay? And if you feel like you have some special obstacles to studying emptiness, then you're going to have to kick ass, okay? All right. I like it. Now, everybody corrects Yangwa to Yangwa, okay? And I don't think it's Yangwa at all. I think it's Yangawa. Yangawa means throw yourself into the hardest practices. Throw yourself into the difficult books, you know, like have courage. If you have special obstacles to seeing emptiness, then you pick the difficult practices, which is, for example, not being jealous of your fellow students, listening to your wife, stuff like that, okay? Throw yourself into Yangawa means the tough practices, okay? Now, what happens, word, if you correct it to Yangwa?
It means some kind of repetition or something.
No, it's the opposite
the
of
easy
Chiwa.
ones. Do the
Yeah,
easy ones.
yeah, focus on the easy practices, okay? Okay, you understand why I'm having a problem here? Yeah, if you have special obstacles to emptiness, don't worry, just do the easy practices, you know? First of all, it doesn't make sense. And second of all, next he says, by the way, Tempa means rely on those, I say, daunting practices, okay? Daunting practices. And then he says, Jin, the things which are Jinkawa for you.
Oh, give the things which are difficult for you to give.
Yeah, and that's why I think the phrase before that is, do the practices which you're a little nervous to try. And if there's something you own that's difficult for you to give up, then give it up. Okay, give it to others. Okay, like, I don't know, you're starting to get Geshe-la started to praise your Tibetan, then help someone else master their Tibetan. Okay, like, do something difficult. Okay, all right, Jinkawa Jimbadar. Okay, and I suggest you could focus on doing Oposhi.
You could doing the 4 powers. No,
Practices for collecting students. Yeah, these are the 4 practices for collecting students. That's an interesting suggestion if you're having blockage to see emptiness directly. Okay.
Oh, because if you teach, then you learn.
Well, I'm thinking it's the ultimate yang awa.
The ultimate annoying.
Okay.
Yes, the ultimate annoying practice. Okay.
Sorry.
It's the ultimate difficult practice. Okay. So anyway, do the 4 practices for collecting students. Okay. And do a jawate. You can collect by using the 4 practices for attracting students. You can attract students. Okay. You should attract students. Okay. And in general, you should do the dampeche with all the bepa you can.
Do the practices with all the effort you can?
Throw yourself into the Dharma, okay? Which is another reason why I don't think it's Yangwa. I think it's Yangawa. Like, don't avoid the difficult practices, embrace them. And that's how you get rid of your obstacles to seeing emptiness. Okay. Then you will become a nut.
Then you will become a proper vessel.
Yeah. Okay. La Nyaratemba. And then you can be taught.
Oh, then you
as
can be
a
taught.
vessel. Then we can teach you as a vessel. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Yeah. I thought Venerable Udpala could do an exercise. I would like you to write a footnote for the doing Oposhi, okay?
Okay.
And don't forget that a proper mixed nuts footnote will reference a beautiful reference to the 4 ways of collecting disciples, okay? So
was it not in Master Chandrakirti's commentary?
He did not list them. Yeah.
Okay.
What I did.
Yay. Thank you.
Did I get you one? I didn't get you one. Now, the first thing I always do when I have to make a footnote about an idea which is not that unusual, I will first.
You'll first see if anyone else footnoted it in their text.
Exactly. Yeah. Why reinvent the wheel? Okay. If one of the mixed nuts has already written a footnote about the 4 ways of attracting disciples, then let's save each other work. Okay. We got 10 amazing translators here, 11, 12 if you count Tong Tong. And why not share other people's footnotes? Okay. So, first thing I would do is update the document, which has all the footnotes in it. Okay. Because, by the way, we got like 100 new footnotes from Words Mind Only Party recently. So, go and collect all those the first job to do when Geshe-la says, I want you to write a footnote for your next class, is to go check all the old footnotes and make sure it's not already done by somebody, okay? By the way, almost all mixed nuts footnotes will reference another text, right?
Entry, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to go to the bibliography entries and copy that, okay? Yep. And I warn you that some of the early bibliography entries have mistakes in them.
Yes.
So then you're going to have to correct those. Okay. So this is when Geshe-la is going to start asking you mixed nuts to take some of the burden off of Geshe-la. Make your own footnotes. Start making your own footnotes. Okay. And don't reinvent the wheel. If somebody else has a good footnote for the 4 ways of collecting disciples, take it. And don't forget to take their bibliography entry at the same time. Cool?
Yeah. Has anyone done that?
Yeah.
Yay!
I
I get
don't
to
know.
do
I
it.
don't remember.
Not that I can
Thank you.
recall.
Okay. And by the way, sometimes when it's a confession, okay? Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I will take the first explanation of the 4 ways of collecting disciples that go for hits,
Uh-huh.
okay? And I may not look through the 30 explanations to see which one is the absolute best one for a footnote.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not saying that the old footnotes are the best footnotes.
Right.
They are adequate and they are accurate, but you may be able to find a sexier one, okay?
Uh-huh.
If you work. Yay. Okay. Now here's Chankirti's commentary and to the 400 verses. And somebody has corrected Yangawa to Yangwa, I think.
Oh.
Here somewhere. Yeah, here,
Yeah.
Yangwa. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, somebody might go and check the carving
Okay.
because Yangawa has a frequency to Yangwa, which is probably 1 in 5,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So a typist is almost surely going to type Yangwa for Yangawa.
Uh-huh.
It's 5,000 times more frequent. Okay. So, and they don't do it purposely. They just see it that way.
Sure.
Okay. So I would check the carvings and I would check 2 or 3 carvings. If you see one that says Yangawa, stop. Then Geshe-la's proven correct. Okay. If they see one that says Yangawa, keep going. I don't believe he's going to say, start with practices that are easy, because in the next breath, he says, give the things which are difficult for you to give. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Who is it? Tim, let's keep going, okay?
Geshe-la, could I ask a question first?
Yeah.
You have 2 different notes here. You're quoting completion stage.
I just added a note, by the way. I just
And
added a
then
note here.
you added another one?
Before class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see this
But-
one at the top here? This is Yang Oa from Sarah Chandradas. Okay.
And then
it
what's the
means,
very next one? Oh, sorry, go ahead. It means
Oh,
what?
that's my note to myself. I see what you mean. Why did I quote this next one? That's a good question.
That's not the one I should check.
I was front. Yeah, this is another example where someone wrote Yangwa for Yangawa. And it's all over the place. Okay. So he's defining what it is to be jigme. Okay. And he doesn't. Yeah. So it should be Yangawa Mepa. You don't find anything formidable, but someone has corrected it to don't
Easy.
be like. Yeah. So I was going to give it to you as an example that this error is fairly frequently made. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Okay. I think it was Tim. Let's go. Let's go.
信息嘛 look par tempe ne pa ye pa takini be pa chente shege par song la shung shen kangyang rungwa chikni la jang pa tar nang chung sere chena de lompe ting pakka we Saboy ne tempe me shung shung look dak larangar shukne ma lapar shenla dumpa la simpatang drima mepe rikpe ne la ma jungpar.
Yeah, and Keita J is pointing out that at the end of the quotation by Chandrakirti, okay, he's talking about teaching these nerves. So he's segueing from being a vessel to how to teach a vessel. Okay, cool.
Great.
And he says, if you are a person who can teach emptiness, changing malopa, okay,
Perfectly, correctly.
yeah, if you have this capacity, nipa yipa, okay, if you
Okay.
have this capacity, you're still going to have to use bepa chembo.
You're still going to have to use great
Effort, yeah.
effort, right?
You're still going to have to work hard, okay? So look, even if you have the ability to teach emptiness, it's not an easy thing. Now he's switching from vessel to teacher.
Okay.
He says, if you're going to try to teach one of these vessels, it's hard work, okay? Even if you have the ability, Bepa Chembo Shegu, you're going to have to teach with great effort. Soon, that's what the 400 verses is also saying, okay? That's what the 400 verses is also saying, okay? You can't just jangba, chik or ni shung shen. Shung means major text.
Oh, you can't just throw away?
Jang means
Or take up. You can't just take up one or two.
Yeah, you can't just try to master or practice one or two Buddhist books, okay? And then that practice will be Tarnang. This is that Tarnang read together that is used in logic for a faulty reason, right? Tak yang dak, tak Tarnang. Tak yang dak, tak Tarnang. Correct reason and faulty reason. So don't try to teach emptiness after you read one or two books about it, okay? It's not enough, okay? And Chung Se Re means, in my opinion, that's just the slightest you could do, okay? Chung Se Re, don't try to read one or two little minor texts on emptiness, okay? Shung Shen, some other minor text, okay? Chepa, okay? Now, some people will read a couple small books on emptiness, and then they will get a lumpa.
The illusion of grandeur.
Yeah, they will get this delusion that, oh, now I'm ready to teach emptiness, okay? And they will, next line, rangar shuk, they will jump into, okay? Rangar means, just follow your own heart, Rangar means they'll just say, okay, I'm ready. And any old way they want, Rangar, they will jump into Samanatan. They will start teaching the emptiness, which is actually Tingpakawa. It's very difficult to plumb its depth, okay? It's very difficult to plumb its depths, okay? They will try to get into teaching major umashungs, okay? Major Majjhimika texts. By the way, somebody's put a question mark here. It's not necessary. It's okay. The word is correct, okay? They will just jump into teaching Chandrakirti or Nagarjuna, okay? Ranga Shupa, ne. Malapar, and without having trained themselves carefully, they will shenla dom. This dom means to impart a teaching to somebody else, okay? It doesn't mean vow, okay? This dom is the dom in Damlak or Kadampa. This is the dom in Kadampa, okay? To teach somebody, okay? To give advice to somebody, okay? So Shenla Dombala Tsumba, they will work very hard to teach emptiness when they don't really understand emptiness, okay? and they haven't studied Chima Mepe Rikpe Ne. They haven't studied the logic with which you prove emptiness, okay? The immaculate logic with which you prove emptiness. They are babies about emptiness, but they heard one or two books, so they start teaching it to people, okay? All right, who's next? Oscar Leon, are you there? You got, okay, here we go. Turn your mic off. Turn your mic off.
Chung chung re nang duang samoy ngay dun che pa ke serwe ning kam chen rangi tse kyang ni she pa ta ki sab dun che pe nyawa che pa la ni kong tu she pe ngen songi gyuni po te dun mi sawar njung wa yimpe pe nye kor dang drakpa chung se tsam ki yen chi pe ning kam kang ji dren pa lor ma che chi.
I don't know why I put chi there. Okay. We have to check it. Okay. Chi dam means well, let's talk about Nyingkam, okay? Nyingkam means literally the middle of your heart, okay? Or it can mean courage. Nyingkam can mean courage. But oftentimes it's used in scripture as hubris. What's hubris? It's a new word, Stanley, now. Oh, there, yeah. What's hubris, Utpala?
Is that the one where you think you're better than you are?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
You know, you think you
I
can
thought that was
teach.
courage. No?
Well, it's a bad chutzpah.
Okay.
Okay, it's a presumptuous chutzpah. Okay, you think you can teach emptiness, but you know that's called nyingkam. So it's a mistaken bravery. You know, you think you can teach it, but you can't. Okay. So, by the way, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to teach the pen as well as you can. It just means if you're going to tackle the major ideas of emptiness, you better do some homework first, okay? You better go to some mixed nuts classes, okay? Tida menga chungju re nang dong. So they heard a few teachings, oral teachings. They heard a few minor oral teachings about emptiness. They got a few small advices about emptiness. And they said, I can see the whole vista of emptiness within these little tiny poems or something, okay? I have understood the Samangeden, the actual literal meaning of all the scriptures, okay? The deep, okay, I have. Sawa means they make this claim. They claim, okay? They make a claim that they can teach you a little poem about emptiness and give you all the details you would get from studying Utpala's book, okay? All right, and that's just some kind of arrogance, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Rangitsu Mishe, you guys can figure this out because you know Tsutsa.
They just make a little estimate on their own.
Not quite. Rangitsu Mishe.
Yeah, they make their own guess.
No, it's a
misunderstanding or
it's a tour about their abilities.
Oh,
misunderstand. No.
they overestimate where they're really at.
Good. Yeah. Okay. They take a mistaken measure of their own understanding of emptiness. Okay. They don't know their limitations, really. Okay. Rangitsu Mishe. They don't understand how much they don't know. Okay.
What is the
And
Kyang
there's
doing
no,
there, Krishna?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What is the
what's that?
Kyang doing there?
Uh,
Rangitsu
they
Kyang.
don't
Ni
even,
Shepa.
yeah, not only do they not estimate the
Okay.
limits of emptiness, They don't know their own measure. Okay.
Great, thank you.
It's a joke. Okay. And that's a good question. And Nyawa Chepa is a joke. Who can tell me?
Is it trying to sound like pride?
It's not
Nyawa?
Nagya. It's
I know, but
what's okay. Nyawa means to be exhausted.
exhausted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nyawa means to be exhausted. So they are Nyawa from Chepa Tombani.
They are, oh, they're tired from explaining emptiness?
Yeah, they wear themselves out trying to explain something they don't understand. Okay.
Oh,
Oftentimes they say dun maybe nyawa, you know, the fruitless self-exhaustion from trying to teach something you don't understand. Okay. All right, cool. Sabdin means emptiness, right?
uh-huh.
It's a synonym for emptiness. Okay. Chepalani. By the way, not only do they exhaust themselves trying to teach something they can't, but they are also dunmi sour, tetson mepar.
Oh, they're super confident. They don't have any doubts about their explanation.
No, this means beyond the shadow of a doubt. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, they are collecting those two gyus for the ngensong,
They are collecting those two causes for the lower realms.
which we explained above. Okay,
Yeah.
now Geshe-la didn't remember what are those two. So here's what you can do, you guys. If you know the conversation has happened recently, you can search for the word two, okay? And then go backwards, all right? Go backwards in the text, okay? So up here, I'm gonna go backwards. You ready? There it is. Oh, sorry, not that one. Let's go backwards further. That's also not the most recent one. Oops. I better search for Gyuni. Yeah. Dang. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to Gyuni. Okay. He said the two causes, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's go backwards for Gyu. I just did it and it worked, but it's not working in front of you guys.
We're at time, or we have less than a minute.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm going to find this. I'm determined. Let's do Gyuni. Hang on. It just worked for me. Dang. Oh, you know what I looked up? Ngensong. Let's go to lower birth. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. Okay. I looked up lower birth and it jumped back to where the two causes were described. Number one, Tombani Bangba.
You give up emptiness.
Good. And secondly,
You don't have a good
you
understanding of emptiness.
Yeah, you misunderstand it and you take it to mean nothing at all. And those are the two ways to get to the hell realms with emptiness. Okay. Number one, emptiness is stupid. Number two, emptiness means nothing exists. Got it?
Thank you.
Give up the concept of emptiness, number one. Number two, explain it wrong. Okay. Tell people it means nothing. Okay. And these are the two ways right here. You will, without a doubt, collect the two causes that we described above for going to the hell realms. Okay. And I'm going to read the rest. Okay. Therefore, because you collected those two causes, you have been deceived. Yen Chipa. You have been deceived by some small hopes that somebody will make you an offering. Nyekor, someone will say you're cool. You will get famous for teaching emptiness. You have some stupid small desire that people think you know emptiness, okay? And again, that's just deceiving yourself, okay? And then Kangje Demba Machechi, don't try to compete with the great ones, okay? I'm gonna write this down. You know, don't try to, gender means to compete with, okay? So look, don't focus on trying to get people to compare you to Nagarjuna or Chandrakirti, you know, like relax and try to follow what your teacher says, you know, take the time and the effort and the years it takes to study emptiness correctly, attack give away the things that are difficult for you to give, you know, do the practices that you've been avoiding because they seem too hard, and be nice to other people, have compassion for other people. And
Well, there was that thing about collecting students. So what is it? They should be
Yeah.
teaching the widespread part of the path, not the.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know why Arya Davis said collect students. First he says collect students, and then he says you're going to screw yourself up if you collect
Right.
students.
Well, if you
don't know.
teach them the wrong thing. So
Yeah, I guess it's collect students, and then you'll be forced to teach the right thing because you will have to face your own inadequacy and hypocrisy, which is the benefit of teaching. All right, yay. Let's go.
Sashi Puki Jukshin Meto Tram Virabling Shin Yende Genpadi Sanye Shindu Nite Kinwardi Tokun Nandak Shingwan Druparsho Yidam Guru Ratnamana Kamya Tayami Kewadi Kewokun Sunam Yashe Tsoksokshi Sunam Yashe Lejungwen Dampar Kunyi Topar Sho.
Yay.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful text. Okay, as I say, he was, I don't know, he was high when he wrote this.
We didn't get anywhere near where you thought we would get this term.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that the way Geshe-la does things?
No, I thought it was me.
No, but what I do, honestly, what I do is when I prepare for your classes, I do like an extra 25% just in case something weird happens. And you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I over prepare, and then
Okay.
because sometimes you guys are so fast that you hit where I thought you were not going to hit, and then I'm in trouble. Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
All right.